My friends, this is normally the part where I'm like, hi, I'm Kirsten. I'm a former professional ballet dancer and high performance mindset coach. But the first part actually isn't true anymore. That's the catch. I'm not a former professional ballet dancer anymore. I'm just a ballet dancer? Professional ballet dancer? Anyway, this vlog is such a big moment for me because I want to share with you this really exciting opportunity that I got, which was such a surprise to me, such a beautiful, surprising, amazing, thrilling experience where I got to perform with a small professional contemporary ballet company here in Austin, Texas. It was a short contract. I auditioned on a whim. It was an intensive 2-week rehearsal period. We did 5 shows and it was incredible. The quality of the performance I believe we put on stage with live music, original choreography, an original score, professional level dancing, it was such a blessing to be a part of. And so I want to share that experience with you. And then, as you know, I will always weave some lessons and insights in there. So before I get into the footage I took along the way, where I share my process for how I prepared and processed all this mentally, like how I prepared to get on stage and feel confident and have some great shows. And also like the insecurities and the fears that I worked through to, you know, get to that stage, because I'm a human being and I want to share that with you guys. I think and I hope it's relatable that just because I'm a coach, that doesn't mean I walk around 100% perfect and awesome and feeling great, good vibes all the time. Like, there's some things I work through too, and that's just part of life. So I want to share that with you for your own learning and insights and inspiration, encouragement. And then I also want to share about just some other thoughts that I had about I really want to make this video and share it for the dancers who feel so stuck, like there's only one way to be a professional, to be successful in ballet, to be happy. I completely disagree with that idea. And I used to be a victim to that idea. I used to define success so narrowly that I needed to be in a big classical company to be happy. And I'm so grateful for where my journey has led me. I worked my whole life to make that happen. I danced with a professional company for 1.5 years. I chose to step away because of a knee injury. I chose to step away from my health because it just wasn't working. And that was 4 years ago. And 4 years ago when I said, I need to stop for my health so I can heal and not be in pain with every step I take, I knew that when I said that I was going to stop, that I was not done. And I told my director that, and I told my friends that, and I just kept saying it. I feel like I'm not done, and it just brings me to tears. I feel like I'm not done. I know I'm not done. I will dance again. And just, I mean, it's amazing that I've had 2 opportunities to perform in the last 4 years, but this is the first really like higher caliber professional opportunity I've had, and it really marks such a shift in my own perception of what I want to do with dance going forward. And it feels like that coming back moment that felt so mysterious but certain at the same time. Wow, I'm getting so emotional, but it was just such a blessing to be a part of this. And I want to share the experience to say there isn't just one way. If you feel like you don't fit into that little funnel of you look this way, you dance this way, you have this contract, you are paid, you get these roles, and that should equal happiness. If you feel like you don't funnel into that, or your timeline is off, you started late, or you took a break and you needed some time for your mental health or your physical health, or something happened in your life and you just needed to step away, if you don't feel like it's over, it's not over. And there are so many ways to live out your love and your passion for dance that I just don't want you to be discouraged if you don't funnel into this, if you don't fit into this little box that is promoted so much and glorified so much within the ballet world. And also, if you struggle with shame around certain labels like professional dancer or even artist or even dancer, I've had interactions with lovely people who dance several times a week for just the joy of it and feel insecure or like they're undeserving of even calling themselves a dancer because they're not at this level, because they don't train every day, because they started late. And that's just so not true. Who are we afraid of? Who is I find myself sometimes being afraid of these secret police that I'm afraid are gonna come out and be like, oh, how much did they pay you to dance? Oh, was your technique really that good? Oh, how in shape were you? Oh, then you're not a professional. As if someone is gonna come and invalidate this identity that I hold for myself, you know? And maybe they will, but maybe this is so not even core to who I am. It just happens to be one label I use to describe myself. And so, yeah, if you feel shame or weirdness around labels, let's just embrace this together. I'm a professional ballet dancer again. You can be whatever you want to be. And if someone gives you flack about it, cool. Okay. Maybe that was encouraging, maybe it wasn't, but I just wanted to say that. There's more than one way, there's more than one path. And I hope that my journey is an encouragement and an example of that. So yeah, be open-handed with things. I think that's all I want to say to get this video started. I think that was 6 minutes of enough of me talking, so I hope that you enjoyed this very long vlog. I hope you enjoy me taking you along for these random tidbits with also like really weird, not great filming skills and a lot of me just being in my car. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for all the support. Thank you for just being here, for watching. I hope it's an encouragement to you, and yeah, much love. Here it is. Y'all, I just auditioned for a little short-term contract, a little performance. I decided kind of last minute. I put on my pointe shoes, ready or not. My toenail definitely cracked and was bleeding, but what I do for the art form, it was okay. It didn't feel good, but I had so much fun. I'm just so proud of myself because you know what? I've been saying for years, oh wow, this little company, I've watched them perform a bunch of times. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna do one of the shows. Oh, one of these days, I'm gonna audition, I'm gonna do it. You know what? I genuinely get annoyed with myself when I hear myself saying that I want to do something, and it just gets to a point, if I hear myself saying I want to do it too many times and I don't do it, I'm like, this is my self-talk. Girlfriend, either do it or stop saying you want to do it. Stop saying it, because clearly you don't want to do it. Cut it out. So this was my little come to Jesus moment, and I was like, what the heck? We're gonna, let's go, girls. Okay. Let me know if you know what I just did there. Anyway, I'm blabbering. I have a lot of energy. I'm just so excited. And hey, let's see if I get the contract. Cool. If I don't, cool. Anyway, that was exciting. I'm excited. Yay. Have a good day. Guess what? I'm no longer a former professional ballet dancer. Basically, I guess I'm a professional again. I decided to audition for the short-term freelance ballet contract on a whim, and to my surprise, I got it, and I'm so excited. I just came from ballet class. I am so sweaty, and now I'm in my hot car, but yeah, I'm wanting to document this journey because I obviously find the mental side of preparing for a performance so fascinating, and I like getting to hear about people's process and how they come to an outcome. So this is how mine's going. I have been pushing myself this week and like really focusing on training, and I've been having so much fun with it, and honestly I'm really proud of myself because instead of always thinking about the show and what I just did, is that going to be good enough for the show? Instead of that, which would cause me to maybe feel insecure or like my progress isn't fast enough, I have this trust at this point in my training and career where I trust what is good enough for a day, and I trust my process. My goal isn't to shoot for
a peak performance every single day, or to be totally ready for the show every single day. It's to actually manage my energy and manage my effort in my body so that I can get to the show and have a peak performance and have it be fresh. And yeah, so this week I've been focusing on training, like I said, so really getting my point work back together, because y'all, like I've probably already said in this video, oh my gosh, I auditioned for the show on a whim, and I hadn't been doing point work like at all, like maybe 30 minutes, maybe once a week, sometimes 30 minutes every 2 weeks. So not much. But what's cool is that when I really trust that my muscle memory is there, and I trust that I know what it feels like to do something properly, and I can simulate that feeling again, even if I can't maintain the strength over a bunch of reps, just that trust in my body alone really helps me to perform better. So it's all about, like, my process is all about doing what I can, pushing myself, but not from a place of like, I have to prove myself to myself. It's more of, I'm pushing myself to, I'm intentionally putting stress on my body this week so that I can have some recovery time over the weekend and then go into rehearsing every single day all the way up until the shows, which is like a 2-week rehearsal show period. So it's going to be a whirlwind, but I've been really proud of myself. Yeah, it's really cool because honestly, y'all, after I suffered from the knee injury that ended my professional career, which again, this video is kind of challenging that idea that it's not over, which touches me so much. Yeah, after that injury, it was honestly very easy for me to believe, and I have had this belief that my body is fragile, that it just breaks all the time. And I had this perspective, or this tendency, to always be so careful over the last 4 years, because I honestly lost trust in my body that I can handle a challenge, or that it can handle pressure, or, lots of jumping, or a certain amount of activity each day. I chose my own limits based off of the pain I'd been through in the past. And yeah, I just really convinced myself that that was true. So far this week, I've really been opening my mind to letting go of that narrative and saying, thank you, body, you are resilient, and just being grateful that my body is capable. So that's where I'm at right now, and I'm feeling good about it. Okay, the audio in this clip is gonna be horrendous. Anyway, okay, you know what's so, I don't know, whatever you want to think of it as. I was gonna say, you know what's so funny? Maybe it's 0% funny to you, but I was like, I think vlogs are perfect for external processors. Like someone who just needs to talk to someone, something, an object like a camera, to like work through their thoughts and conceptualize their experience. It's me. Also, I deal with nervousness by sometimes getting more chatty, sometimes, when I'm really nervous is when I'm totally quiet. That's when I'm like on the terrified edge or side of nervous. Like, I'm truly terrified if I go silent. If I stop eating, oh my gosh, that's another huge sign for me. But anyway, today I just have the chatty nerves. I was just warming up and taking a really short bar at my house before heading over to rehearsal. Today's the first day. And it was really weird and unpleasant, honestly. As I was taking bar at home, all of these paranoias were like flashing in my head, like the most intrusive thoughts about like, oh, this is gonna start hurting. What if this injured part flares up? Oh my gosh, what if you get injured? What if you can't do it? Ugh. And it's like I was doing every fondue, every plie, being like, is my knee gonna hurt on this one? Is it gonna hurt on this one? Is it gonna hurt on... Oh my gosh, that was so unpleasant. But you know what? Experience is nice because I've been there before, and I know that the mind loves to play tricks. She loves to play tricks, y'all. Okay? So I've just realized enough times that those thoughts are really coming from a place of just nervousness and worry. And what I've also realized enough times that when I choose to calm myself and I choose to reflect on how many times I've performed in the past successfully, how many times I've even performed with some pain and it's been okay, how many times I've overcome an injury, or I've just had a pain come and go for a day. So just like really reminding myself, wow, I do have evidence that I can do this. And I don't often recommend like just trying to consciously shift your thoughts and tell yourself what to think, because it can kind of take your focus away from class. But what I've noticed for myself is oftentimes, you know, I've made leaps and bounds in my own performance and well-being by shifting some core beliefs that I have about my abilities, about life, myself, all that stuff. And so I don't have to spend that much conscious effort to like manage my mind in class. I'm just kind of in it. I'm enjoying it. I'm dancing. I like it, whatever. So that's totally possible, I think, for just about everyone. But that doesn't mean you won't have intrusive thoughts some days. And what I've learned is on those days, like I just said, I reflect, and then I also like consciously interrupt those thoughts. Like I'm in my mind, like I'm doing battle. Like I trust my body. My body is strong. My body is resilient. And I'm just like so persistent with those thoughts until I calm down enough to be able to recognize, like, okay, I just did that fondue and it felt okay. Or, okay, I just did that fondue and my knee felt a little wobbly, but that's just a wobble. It doesn't mean anything about how the show's gonna go. It doesn't mean anything. So, anyway, that stuff has, I just ran a red light. Beep. That stuff has really helped me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this clip with terrible audio while I nervously external process to a camera. Thanks for this therapy session, internet. Really appreciate you. Here we are again. Day 1 of rehearsals complete. I am rushing home to get on a meeting for the first time with a new client, and I'm looking forward to that, though I need a snack and I don't have time for a snack, so I'm just gonna do my bread. I'm gonna do my best. We're all doing our best, aren't we? But anyway, it was so fun. Love the choreography, love the people. We were so focused that it's like the 4 hours just kind of went by. Yeah, I'm so excited for the show. There was some contact improv, and that's all fun, you know, love it. I did just fall over and then like roll on top of someone, and yeah, it was a funny time. It was good. I'm gonna try to not make too much of this video, just me in my car. But yeah, so far so good. Yay! Nothing screams I'm tight like carrying around 2 ropes. Rehearsal day. Okay, this vlog officially has the worst scenery because I'm coming to you from my car again. I know. I thought I could look. There's like even a cute little mural thing right here, but I just could not bring myself to film outside. But anyway, today we had a full day of rehearsals on Memorial Day, but it was so fun. This was our first day with the musicians, and it was incredible to have them in the studio playing live. There are 2 violinists, a cellist, and a bass player, and it just felt and sounded incredible. I love it when you can literally feel the music, and we did a full run through. It went super well. Then we just finished the evening with a little Memorial Day celebration, so all of us went out to dinner at this fun place and had some really good chats. Gosh, I just love this group. I love this company so much. You know, I've had my moments in the last couple days of being like, all right, I have to accept things like, you know, my technique isn't what it was, and I can still make something great out of what I have. So I'm focusing on just maximizing what I have and just really showing it proudly rather than focusing on, you know, what I used to have. And then another element of it is like, you know, with the costume, it's not like insanely revealing, but you know, it's like a nude leotard with a sheer overlay. So I have to, you know, I choose to really accept like what I look like. And that's also a process of just kind of preparing myself for like the way I'm choosing to frame this performance is like, it's a joyous celebration of local artists doing what we love, community, a beautiful story, beautiful music. It's a celebration. And who am I to bring anything less than that energy into this, right? Like, I just don't want to buy that. So even though I'm like, okay, I'm mentally priming myself, like, yeah, I'm going to, I know like sometimes I could kind of get triggered these days, not these days, but like when a costume is a certain way and I kind of haven't worn something like that in a long time, and it kind of triggers me back to like what I used to look like or feel like in a costume like that. And I'm different now, but I'm also a lot more than I was, more than just like in how much I weigh, you know? So it's just really all a matter of perspective. And I've had such a good day, such a good last couple of days. I know I haven't checked in a couple of days, but I'm feeling good. We finished all the choreography, like I said, did a full run through, and I'm honestly, one thing I'm super grateful for and amazed is like, sure, I talked about my technique not being what it was, and it is incredible how fast I can make progress, kind of coming back from being out of shape. If I really just kind of get my mind in line and get my, you know, ego out of the way, which is like, you're not making progress fast enough, or, oh my gosh, just think about the show and how I'm not show ready yet. But it's like, hey, every single day I improve pretty dang quickly. I notice improvements. So it's like, I really take it one day at a time and celebrate the progress I see each day. I look for what is feeling easier instead of what isn't good enough yet. And I celebrate that. And so it's really working. Also, I think my view, I don't think I'm looking in the right spot for this entire clip. But anyway, had so much fun with the group. Love it so much. Already, I'm like, this company gives me so much hope for what the ballet world could be. Like a beautiful local company with artists who have experience but just really are enjoying their lives and thriving. And we just love to dance. We love our art, and we've all trained really hard. And a lot of us trained really hard for aspirations like to be in a classical company, and maybe experienced it for a time but stepped away or never got to that level. But we have so much training, we have so much background and insight and like true artistry in like our perspective, not just in the way we dance. And this company just really provides space for that, which I think is so beautiful. It's just really an anomaly, I think, and I wish it weren't. I wish everyone had a company in their area like this. It's supportive, incredible, giving us awesome opportunities, in a really supportive, non-hierarchical environment, which it's just incredible how it all works. So yeah, maybe I'll talk more about the actual company in some other clips, but it's been a good day. So grateful. Hey dudes, I am about to go to sleep. Long day. But I thought check-in with no makeup is better than no check-in at all, because it's been a couple days, I think. No, whatever. So yeah, this week we started working with the musicians, and that was such a treat to be in the studio with live music. And today we did a full run through with the composer there, the composer of the whole score, which I think is amazing. I truly think it's so unique. It's so emotive. He said there are literally over 100 tempo changes in this 45-minute piece, which is a lot. But, you know, choreographically it really works, and it just makes it so interesting. And there are so many different tones and themes that come out. So I loved it. And one really profound experience I had today is that as I was dancing and I was thinking ahead to certain things I wanted to fix or I wasn't totally happy with yet, or just hoping, you know, I hope this is different for the show. I'm going to work on this. As I was focusing on those things, during one of the pauses I have in the piece, I looked over to the composer, and the look of pure joy, like joy isn't even the word, but just pure emotion on his face of just satisfaction in seeing his vision come to life better than he could have thought or imagined, and seeing dancers embody his music. The look of pure joy on his face was so touching, because I thought there's no room in this man's mind for any thought of my own imperfection. There's no room there. He's purely enjoying his own work in collaboration with what we bring. We all bring a lifetime of, you know, passion and training and perspective and personality into what we're doing. And to see that all come together, it just truly elevates any kind of contribution any single person can make to the whole experience. It's just taken so much farther when everyone is bringing that best part of themselves, which is really coming from the heart and not just worrying so much about technique or perfection. So anyway, when I saw that look on his face, I just thought, what do my little imperfections matter? And why? Of course, it's nice for me. I like to have goals. I really want to put an excellent product out on the stage, and I've gotten clear with myself about what that means. It's not about perfection. It's really about the artistry and the heart and the energy and the embodiment of the character, and just, you know, embodying technique as much as I can so that I can best convey the message and the feeling of the piece. It's not about technique just for itself. But even in that, I can get kind of caught up sometimes and focusing longer than maybe it's beneficial on, like, man, I could have done that better, or I don't want my friends to see me make a mistake or whatever. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to look at this whole experience right now that I'm a part of, and it's not just about me. I'm going to look at it through the eyes of the composer right now, and just think of how many different audience members are. Hey Kelsey, I'm talking to a YouTube. I'm making a vlog.
Really?
Yes. So can you leave me alone? I was in the middle of a thought.
I mean, far be it from me to intercede, please.
Yeah, far be it from you. Bye. So anyway, I just thought, like, I'm gonna look at it through his eyes. And that just gave me so much permission to feel just pure joy and gratitude for the experience of dancing with a group. So anyway, that's a tip for you all. Like, maybe when you get caught up in your own self-criticisms or critiques or whatever, look at it through the eyes of someone, even if you have to imagine them, just being someone who's just so blown away by just the overall impact of the whole piece, or just the thought of, like, wow, how incredible is it that people can dance in unison to music or stand on their toes? Like, to some people that's like utterly awe-inspiring. And I think it's just so important to zoom out and look at it from that angle too sometimes. So that's where I'm at, all blissed out. See ya. All right, I just showed up for the dress rehearsal. Call time is in a couple minutes, so I'm a little early. Yay! Also, I need to jet glue the heck out of my shoes so I can, you know, still stand on my toes 5 shows from now. But I'm so excited. We finished 2 runs!
Dress
oh my
rehearsal.
Gosh. Yeah, the second one was a major redemption round. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's take this to the stage. Okay. Here's some of the crew. Anyone want to be in my vlog? Want to be on YouTube? Good job, everyone. Oh my gosh. That was intense. The first run, not good. Not good. And I did intentionally have a little pity party about it, just like getting it out, like, wow, that surprised myself with how bad it was. And I just kind of like let myself just go there for a moment, reset, and I really focused on, like, after I got the jitters out and I was really shaky. Like, have y'all ever felt like you just stumble even standing on stage, and it's so annoying and disorienting. I feel like that a lot. I just wasn't grounded and I wasn't relaxed, and my left calf cramped so much the first run that I was really having a hard time making it on point because it was just kind of like stuck. So that was really frustrating. But for the second run, I just focused on relaxing and just checking in with myself throughout the piece. Like, how can I release tension? How can I just be more present? I was breathing a lot more intentionally, like really deep, full breaths, and just kind of acknowledging tension in my body and just like breathing into it. And I found that to be really helpful, and the piece went by a lot faster the second time. And it was so much better the second time. So I was really, really happy about that redemption round. And I also just had to kind of like, be patient with myself and, not get too frustrated after the first round, like not treat it like such a big deal that it didn't go very well. Because also I haven't been on the stage in like 2019. Yeah, 2.5 years. 2.5 years. It's been a minute. Excuse me. And so, yeah, and even before the audition, I was not doing point for the last like 2 years or so during the pandemic. I really haven't been doing a lot of point at all. So, I just kind of had to like cut myself some slack there. And I find that to be helpful. It doesn't have to mean I lowered my standards. Just, it's acceptance is almost always the answer, I think. Just like accepting what was, accepting where you are. Don't add any extra resistance or frustration to it beyond what's helpful to just like process and get out. I'm not interested in making life or this experience any harder. I want to enjoy myself. So yeah, just kind of accepting like, okay, that makes sense that I would feel shaky. This was the first time away from the mirror. It's been a short rehearsal period. Okay, moving on. What am I going to do about it? And so, yeah, anyway, I can be such a chatty Cathy, so I think you get the point.
Hello. I just got home, and instead of just being really lazy and making this whole vlog just me in my car, I thought, I would at least show you my nice window in my house, change up the scenery. But I got to go to the chiropractor this morning. I'm so thankful. And my chiropractor's coming to the show. It's opening night. Yay! So anyway, I'm excited. I'm feeling good. My body felt like it got hit by a truck last night. So tight. The muscle cramps were so painful. So I'm really grateful for all the insights I got on Instagram when I put out the question, like, what do you guys do for muscle cramps? I've got coconut water. Just pick some up. It's my little HEB haul. And then, I thought you were done trying to prank me with that pickle juice, those pickle juice messages. I heard one person, they just messaged me pickle juice. I'm like, nice. I'm not gonna drink pickle juice. That sounds gross, even though I love pickles. Then a couple other people said the exact same thing. So I was like, is this a thing? It is a thing. It is a thing. So I got a pickle juice shot, whatever. And I've got electrolytes. I'm really pulling out all the stops so that tonight I can have my muscles relaxed and working, but overall I'm feeling good. I'm excited. Yeah, this morning I had a meeting first thing in the morning with a potential client, and then another, like a free consultation thing, have another one right in the next 45 minutes or so. So I have to eat lunch, do that, do some admin work, prep social media posts for next week, and just like generally bask in the glory of the excitement of the day ahead. I might take a nap because honestly I don't think I slept enough, and I just want to like really relax. I find that for me sometimes I've tried the approach of like really hyping myself up and having a lot of energy before a show, and then I've also tried the approach of like calming myself. Personally, like being mentally excited and emotionally excited is great, but I don't find it really helpful when I like try to hype myself up so much energetically, because then I don't really peak energetically at the show or during the show. I peak and kind of exhaust my energy during like warm-up class because I'm like, I have to be hyped. Now I'm like, no, I don't. I can just feel the excitement in here, and in general, calmness works for me. So I'm just gonna try to have a pretty zen day and just feel gratitude That's my plan. But at this point, I'm like, can you get any? I took a nice little 20-minute nap. Oh my gosh. I didn't put pressure on myself to actually fall asleep. Pro tip. At least this really works for me. Oh my gosh, my skin looks so oily. Why not? Sure. Why not use this view? No. Lighting. Yes. Okay. I like to just take I just set it like a 20-minute timer on my phone, and then what I do is I just kind of let myself totally close my eyes and relax. I don't make myself do it. I don't make myself go to sleep. And I just decided to visualize my performance. And one visualization tip that's really helpful is to visualize yourself doing the choreography as if you're in your own body, looking through your own eyes. And I find that mixing that with kind of being in a nap, sleep-ish kind of state helps me to relax and just imagine myself doing the choreography in a relaxed way, precise, just the way I want it. And I just find that's really, really helpful, and it actually helps to kind of prepare your brain to, well, rehearse the experience of like doing what you want to do, how you want to do it in a relaxed way, because I find that like getting really tense and stressed, obviously, as we all know, gets in the way of doing things well. So I did that, and I kind of just like chilled out, totally relaxed. It was nice. So time to put my makeup on. I'm here. Opening night. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to breathe. I am feeling nervous, but that's not bad. You know, even though it's an uncomfortable sensation, coexisting with it is really helpful. Like just accepting that I'm more than capable of coexisting with it, and the more I accept it, the less intense it is, honestly. So I'm just here with my nervousness. And one thing that really struck me on my drive over here is A, how much of a blessing it is that I'm able to do this. B, just a general theme I've been reflecting on in my life recently is that no matter how something goes, I will have wished that I spent none of my time worrying about it, because the outcome will be the outcome. And even if it's not the one I wanted, wouldn't I want to look back and say, I enjoyed every moment up until maybe that surprise? So whatever will be, will be. And I'm just reflecting on how grateful I am for the people who are coming to see me tonight, and how I just want this to be an experience where I connect with them. And it's ultimately not about me. It's not about my perfection. It's not about my mistakes. It's about really dropping into that truly transcendent experience of performing, where it's like Sasha DeSola said this in my interview with her. She was like, it's such a spiritual experience, honestly, because you are connecting with a collective of people who are there to enjoy, to participate, to be there. Everyone is there to not just watch, but to be, like to be an artist and to observe art, I think is something that's so precious, because it draws you into presence. It draws you into the moment, into an experience of yourself and of others in the world that is very sensory. So yeah, I'm just thinking of it as like, I'm going to be a part of the larger whole tonight, emanating and dropping into gratitude and just trust that whatever it is, it's going to be great. And that's it. Okay, those are my thoughts. All right, wait, let me move this. Pickle juice test. I don't know if I'm going to throw this up instantly or if it's going to work. I don't know.
Not the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got a pickle. It's solidarity. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. I lived. That was most of it. Okay.
Does it taste like pickles?
Mm-hmm.
You drinking pickles?
Okay.
But it's not like mixed with anything? Like, oh, okay.
Just straight pickle juice. That they package for $1.50. That's smart. Well,
We did it.
I'll let you know if it works.
We did it. We did it. And the musicians. Thanks, y'all. Yeah. Alright, you're on camera. I'm sorry. That was so good. It was. I mean, what do y'all think? Better than you thought? I was. Oh my gosh. I feel like I used to never be one of those performers who got better on stage. I think that story is turning around. The audience brought the energy. So happy. Just got home. My sister got vegan pizza from the grocery store. I'm so thankful. I have healthy food. It's literally all I want in the world. Tonight was good. Tonight was the marathon. That is like the worst view in my house. Second worst view in my house. How about that? Sure, yeah, sure. Okay. How's yours? It's 11 o'clock. I'm exhausted, but very fulfilled. There's one moment I want to share from tonight that was really meaningful. During the second performance, you know, it was quite a marathon. We performed twice in one evening, not just in one day, like afternoon, evening. It was like show at 6:30, show at 9. So it was a lot. And I was off stage for like 3 minutes in the dark in this little closet area because we didn't have like a full side stage on one side. And I just had this realization sink in, like a month ago, I didn't even think I'd be doing this. A month ago, if you would have asked me, I wouldn't have told you I could do it, much less on point. And that, I just love surprises and moments like that. I'm so grateful. Okay, 2 more shows left. We have this one and then at 9 another. I think we're feeling good, right ladies? We're feeling good. Feeling good. Sheila and I had our Zen moment. Yes. Yeah, like back against the wall. I had a heating pad on my back and I visualized the whole performance. I straight up went from nervous to like borderline asleep. So I'm feeling good about this. Anyway, gonna go. Bye. Show 1 of tonight complete. Yay, girls. Oh my gosh. It brought me so much energy. Oh my gosh, my screen is so dirty. But to have so many loved ones here, it just reminds me that, like, I think what's most important is bringing the passion and the energy, and people feel that. And no matter if it's a trained eye or an untrained eye, they feel that impact. So anyway, so happy. I don't know how to feel. Wow. I don't know what to do. I'm just so grateful. Okay, friends, that was the journey. It kind of left off in a funny place in my footage, but overall, the 5 performances that we did were just so rewarding, and at best there were so many moments where I just felt myself totally caught up in the moment of it and just like I could cry on stage. Just so grateful and captivated by just the beauty of being able to perform and to be present and to just share this piece of art and this experience with others. It was just so beautiful, and I really can't wait to perform again, hopefully with this company. Who knows, others, I don't know. We'll just see. That's my motto, we'll just see. And yeah, I've just been so surprised with where that motto has taken me, just with a willingness to try things and be open and dream, and yeah, just keep going. So yeah, the performances were wonderful. I definitely had my moments of feeling off or scared or nervous or insecure, or yeah, just all sorts of things like that. But those moments were so outweighed by the joy of the whole thing. And yeah, I think that's just about all I have to say. I am so excited to obviously continue to do the work that I'm doing as a coach and continue to follow what I feel is my primary mission, which is to provide the support and education and encouragement throughout the ballet world to hopefully create individual and then ultimately cultural change. But
Also, I just feel so blessed that I do plan to continue to dance and perform in whatever capacity, which I always notice that when I am able to dance more, I feel more connected to the people that I work with and more able to empathize and just be in that experience myself. So anyway, that's all I have to say. I really hope you enjoyed this random vlog. Thank you if you're still watching. Much love, peace, blessings, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!